Everyone's recording. Let's go. Let's see. Computer's recording. 3, 2, 1. There we go. The computer has started recording. So, where do we begin? I guess let's begin about the environment. As you can see, I am outside. Apologies for any inconvenient noises you guys might hear, or gals, such as saws, my laundry machine behind me, also people screaming, my brother in the room talking. So any apologies to that, let's just get that out of the way. Now, again, I guess we gotta talk about where I am. So I'm way up in North BC right now, just working with my brother. There's a medical marijuana facility being built here, and he's a site supervisor there, so I'm just helping him out with everything. And yeah, we're all the way up here in Smithers, BC. It's a 10-hour drive from Calgary, and I guess let me explain how I ended up here since the last podcast, because the last podcast I was in Calgary. So when I was in Calgary, I went on a vacation to Vancouver for about 2 weeks. That that was from July 1st to July 14th, and I came back to Calgary about July 14th. Then I left Calgary on July 16th. On the following, there was a Monday. I flew here on the Monday with my brother. And yeah, that's kind of what's happened. I guess my vacation in Vancouver wasn't too bad. I mean, a lot. I kind of had it very unorganized. It wasn't planned very well, so a lot of stuff didn't go too good. I got pulled over once by the police, which was unfortunate. But stuff happens. Yeah, since the vacation wasn't too bad, then I came to work here, and so far it's been amazing. It's basically a little mountain area here, a little town. There's about 5,000 people. There's about 5,000 people living here. And yeah, it's just a small little working little town, farmer town. They're just doing what they can. But the medical marijuana facility, it's gotten some attention in this city, in this town, rather, and then it's created some jobs. It's created some 50 jobs. Maple Leaf Green World is the medical marijuana facility that's doing all of this. So you know what? Why don't we look at them? It's a perfect segue into what I was gonna be looking at. Why don't we, why did I make a new tab? Let's check out Maple Leaf Green World. They're also on the stock market. Maple Leaf Green World. Oh, look, dumb place to put your mind. Oh, it's not a very good article. Maple Leaf Green World Inc. This is the facility we're building right now. And they got some other facilities in California and Nevada, but we're building this one right here. They've launched wood. So this basically what they did. They bought this nursery. It's a wood nursery. So they grow trees up until about maybe a foot, and then they get sold, they get transferred, and they get planted. But it's like a wood nursery, and they bought the place. Well, they have the option to buy it. They're currently building. This is the one we're building right now, the 227,000 square foot cannabis production facility in Telqua. We're almost finished. We're on time, and we're hoping to open up by October. I'll be leaving in September, so I won't be seeing its opening. But it's expected It's expected that annual demand for cannabis will reach 50,000 kilograms. Oh, in British Columbia. Oh, it's not bad. 50,000, wow. 2018. Yeah, so that's a facility that's being built. I guess, let's look at this article. Why did they post this? Dumb places to put your money. Maple Leaf Green World. My former boss used to say, horse racing, why bother? I could just smash my head on the wall, throw red wine on my shirt, burn $500 and save myself a day. I've stolen his line so many times and will do again. Invest will make Green World, why bother? Okay, I could just throw 10 grand into a toilet, smear lipstick across my face. On the Venerable stock website, famous for the pit vipers at the billboards, editorial content seemingly is now written by the guy who makes the sandwiches at Freshie downstairs. Today's big news is Maple Leafs Green World graduates in yeah. And that's apparently a graduation. Here, I'll fix it for you. Maple Leaf Green World demoted to Neo. Maple Leaf Green World kicked off TSX. Oh, that's why. What exactly happened? I don't know what happened. Stockhouse, baby, you know I love you, but Jesus Christ. But I disagree. Maple Leaf Green World. Okay, so what's this saying? Stockhouse, baby, you know I love you, but Jesus Christ on the kickstand. This is terrible. I have writers. Call me. But I disagree. Maple Leaf Green World is, how should I put it, fair. They were on one of those shells that all the way back in 2015 jumped into weed market and started talking about how it was going to grow trees in China and weed in BC and crab apples in California or some such. And between that and now has done almost nothing other than shuffle paper and pay executives and options. The stock grew, that's a thing. In fact, at $118 million market cap currently, it's one of the sweetest short-selling targets I could think of. Here's the thing. Since 2015, the guy doing the Stockhouse editorials made more money at the Freshie than MGW has made as a company. And he's probably sold more weed than they have. He's probably got some same chances of ever getting a Health Canada license, but don't just take it from me. Take it from random stranger on CEO.com. This guy speaks the truth. So what this guy's saying, if you're looking for a company with no PRI, no revenues, no little foresight, and an ability to conduct multiple business ventures at the same time, opting for a linear rollout, and lastly are proud of the owners of the construction, scheduling, and growth deal size approval likelihood that will graduate an inoperable facility on legalization day, then this is the company for you. If nothing I said tickles your fancy, then stay far, far away. There are a few reasons why it's cheap, and in fact maybe overvalued. Aside having virtually no IR, PR, nobody I've talked to has even able to answer the following questions. What is the status update for the US facilities? What is the status update with the China office? If the BC grow up is half completed, then the dealer license was started mid last month, and keep in mind it takes 6 to 9 months to complete. In addition to no grower's license, it is even plausible for this company to be ready around legalization day. If not, when will any of the 3 facilities be in operation? And when are the revenues anticipated? Where are the updates on distribution and branding? Those are few questions I have not seen to answer. There is so little info. Some shareholders are driving to BC site to take photos. This guy speaks the truth. So we have $180 million market cap. That's such a good investment, but that's now heading off to the TSX venture into a law of arms of Aquitas Neo. As we pointed out yesterday, it has no companies on it other than Nobilis Health and Ether Capital. The latter moved there yesterday and appears to have done so because it raised $45 million and is going to buy cryptocurrency with it, which might not pass muster as a business on a real exchange because it's a stupid idea. Damn. I didn't know this company had so much heat. So why did Maple Leaf Green World move to exchange nobody knows about? Because the venture exchange told they didn't own U.S. weed assets. MGW responded by, there's no weed in our place, so it's legal. Which is kind of like saying the warehouse that I've divided up into cubicles that each have mattress, a shower stall, and a barrel condom. It's not a brothel until holes show up. Oh, I see. So they were getting ahead of themselves. Well, that's what happens. It's not legal yet in the U.S. and you're not allowed to have the U.S. stuff because it's illegal. Announced the first shipment of product from its initial harvest has commenced. Product shipments will continue for the next few weeks, and Maple Leaf expect the selling price will be at a high end of price range previously announced. That deal subsequently ended with MGW having lost money. The venture shoot them off rather than go to the CSE, which is normally where Canadian weed companies go when they don't want to be abetted by Uncle Venture's U.S. curfew. They fled to the next level down, effectively moving from a AAA straight to a single A and claiming it's a graduation. Folks at the CSE tell me MGW didn't call them on the way to the basement. They just hit the rip cord and jumped down the shaft. I've always said MGW was a terrible company, and I've been right in every respect other than over the last 3 years. Well, except one item, share price. The markets have rewarded MGW for simply existing and making promises. To date, nobody has called the company on. They claimed in 2016 to be growing cannabis, though the deal was actually to allow California Pot Collective to use their greenhouse to grow their own product. In return for a share of Entoli, the setup isn't illegal anymore, so the MGW has emptied the warehouse with money owned. Here's a picture of the high-tech California grow. They're still using their website now to illustrate their Nevada grow, which doesn't exist yet. It'd be a damn shame to tear apart all the high-tech Home Depot gift card purchase lighting and plastic sheeting, but the company claims all is not lost. It's a marijuana grow facility in Riverside, California, will be legal to grow in May 2018. Here's the thing. This is horrible, guys. I did not know all this stuff. Well, I don't know. Wow. Wow, this is horrible, people. When was this posted? This was posted April 20th, 2018. Well, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. I guess let's move on with some better news. Is this stuff recording? Okay, good. We're recording. Everything recording. Let's see if there's any better news. I guess let's forget about the news. Let's just talk about the facility for a while. So I didn't know this company has been getting such a bad rep. Basically, it's just I guess it's a total shit show. Yeah, it is a total shit show, but I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Basically, I mean, they just need to basically just get their shit straight. They can't keep lying. I don't know. That just it's something to think about. Yeah, let's just I don't really get it. Why? Well, I do get it. It's all about money. It's all about money. They're just trying to trick people basically to get into the stock price of the company, even though they're not really growing anything or even have the facilities finished. So this is the bad news, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm leaving in September. It's not really any of my problem. Just a laborer here. Yeah, I'm just a laborer. I've only been here for only 2 weeks anyways. And that article was posted on April 20th, so it just sucks. It sucks. That's what it is. It's horrible. I don't know. You know what is good though? Well, actually not even that good. Like just the whole market itself is just doing bad. Like the nightmare regulars face when edible pot becomes legal. Like it just this whole freaking marijuana stocks, they're not doing as good. Here's who teamed up on alcohol. That's interesting. Just look at these share prices. Aurora Cannabis 650, Afreya. They're just dropping like flies. I hope they can maintain. But let's watch this video.
It is time for the morning call. Andrew Creeth is here to help set you up for the trading day with the top 3 stories that he's tracking this morning. Andrew, top of the list for you, the Fed.
Well, yeah, because I'm not going to talk trade because I'm sure you've already talked enough about trade
bit, yeah.
And you're going to talk a lot more about trade as the day progresses, John. But I do want to remind you that the Fed had a press release yesterday, and you're not reading much about it today because there wasn't much content to it, and of course there was not a press conference either. However, it's worth mentioning because of the word strong. So the Fed changed the wording of its press release that was released at 2 p.m. yesterday by referring to the jobs market and the economy in the United States as out and out strong. To me, that implies that we are going to get those 4 hikes this year, and the Fed is on pace to hike rates 3 times next year. I read one report last night that was talking about 4 rate hikes next year. Now, all of this can be out the window if, in fact, Trump blows up the world in some manner, economically speaking. But the simple fact of the matter is, for now, the Fed is intent on hiking interest rates further, because even though we've seen, I think it's 6 rate hikes since they started a year and a half ago when Yellen started?
Yeah,
I think it's 6.
Yeah.
Look at this picture here that shows you the Fed funds rate versus the financial conditions index in the United States. So the blue line is the Fed funds rate, and it's the high end of the range for the Fed funds rate. And you can see on the far bottom right-hand corner of your screen, that blue line has been going up. It's in that circle. But the white line is the Chicago Fed's Financial Conditions Index, and as you can see, it is continuing to fall. And consequently, financial conditions in the States continue to get looser, even though interest rates have been hiking. So you combine easy financial conditions in the United States with presumably a decently strong Q3 GDP print.
Yeah.
And it's a little wonder why, if I run the Federal Reserve and I've told you that, hey, emerging markets, you got to look after yourself. I'm focused on the U.S. economy. There's little question that I'm going to want to hike rates. And if Powell and his analysts read call transcripts from Q2 results of U.S. companies, Input cost increases are right across the board. We read in the Globe and Mail this morning about a 4% increase in milk prices here in Canada.
Yeah.
You read about steel. I read an article about Procter & Gamble raising
Pampers.
prices pretty much across the board.
Lots
Yes,
of stuff.
the Pampers. Yes.
Yeah, so you were right. It is 6 hikes, and I also want to, given that, is that factored into what they're doing right now? In other words, the inflation that comes from trade tensions, is that, do you think, baked into the market? Is that a less tangible thing? Would market participants need to further factor in more rate hikes because of the trade tensions pushing up prices of goods?
Yeah, like traders like to say that, 4 hikes and 3 hikes next year are priced into Fed futures and all that stuff. But you know what? It's not priced into the stock market. I can't prove that. That's just a gut feel.
Okay.
I mean, markets continue to be sanguine. I mean, risk off trade in the markets today, but look where the S&P 500 is trading. It's within a tick of an all-time high. No question that EM markets, emerging markets are under stress, and the Chinese market's under stress, and European markets have been basically a pig this year. But the simple fact of the matter is the biggest market in the world is near an all-time high. So I don't think stocks are pricing in, another 5 rate hikes by the Fed, let alone trade wars blowing up and causing the economy to be challenged.
Okay, a couple of weeks ago we saw the TSX get to a new all-time high. Energy stocks have obviously played a role in that over the last couple of months. You're looking a lot at the energy earnings recently.
A lot of energy companies reported overnight. You get CNQ, ARC Resources, Crew Energy, Meg Energy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Just a couple of overall takeaways. First off, on the production side, a lot of these companies miss production a little bit. The misses with respect to their production appears to have been driven by shutting in some gas, some Enbridge apportionment issues, or of course some operational issues at some of the individual companies. The misses tended to be minor and generally speaking did not materially impact the forward guidance. Point number 2, cash flows. I would say they were generally speaking a little bit better than expected, largely driven by the fact that realizations, in other words, the netbacks that they saw, were better than expected. Lastly, but not leastly, on the capital spending side, most of these Canadian companies, John, were increasing their forward CapEx a little bit, and I didn't read a lot about companies giving money back to shareholders. No question, C&Q bought 10 million shares at an average price of $44 per share during Q2. They bought another 750,000, 800,000 shares quarter to date during Q3. Also, Tourmaline is a company that missed its guidance a little bit on the production side. Bottom line is they also cut the guide into year end, but it's modest, it's minor. I continue to like the liquids content of that company, and they increased their dividend to shareholders. So here in the short term, we saw in the oil inventory data last week that U.S. exports had decreased, and consequently, if you export less, you probably have higher inventories, and that was a key catalyst why the DOE inventories of last week were a little higher or worse than expected, which of course put some pressure on West Texas. Right. One of the reasons that exports aren't rising right now is because the spread between West Texas and Brent oil is narrow enough, call it $5 right now versus 10 or 11 a couple of months ago, that there's less appetite to buy those U.S. exports. And consequently, here in the short term, WTI is struggling a little bit, trading a little north of $67.25 a barrel this morning. But again, I think that once we get past this noise, we're going to see a constructive outlook for oil, given Libya, given Iran, given demand growth. Demand growth continues to look very robust in the U.S., notwithstanding where gasoline prices are. So I continue to like the oil patch. We've all got our favorites. You hear me talk about some of my my favorites that I own in my hedge funds at Forge First Daily here. Let me know what you like in the oil patch and why. Please tweet me at Forge First is my handle. Now, speaking about popular, one of the reasons that energy stocks haven't been popular over the last couple of years, John, obviously, is the mania in the marijuana space. I just thought it might be fun to show a graph that I haven't shown for a few months now on Morning Call. And what this graph is going to show you is the cumulative market capitalization of the 6 largest marijuana companies in Canada. That is the white line on this, call it 1-year graph. And when you look at the vertical axis, and you can see the white line ends near the 20 number, that's $20 billion. The blue line is the price of Bitcoin, and that is in thousands of dollars. So you can see that while Bitcoin, you know, there's a little bit of hype in Bitcoin a couple of weeks ago, which was very quickly smacked down by the SEC's refusal to allow Bitcoin to become an ETF. I forget who was going to issue it, but bottom line is...
Winklevi?
Yeah, the Winklevoss twins. Yeah. Say that 5 times quickly on television. But bottom line is you can see that it still hasn't got a life lately. You can see the marijuana stocks have been struggling, notwithstanding the enthusiasm around, you know, edibles and cannabinoids and the actual
we don't know what's going to happen.
legalization.
I mean, in the meantime, Aphria just reported they doubled their net loss in their latest results yesterday.
Well, and I know that you can say, hey, McCreath, you didn't own the pot stocks, and so, you know, you're just issuing sour grapes or talking sour grapes. And I'm absolutely not. I told you months ago that I didn't own the pot stocks back when they went to the moon. And so I don't care about those grapes. Those grapes are long gone. Simple fact of the matter is Aphria did $11 to $12 million in revenues. They doubled their loss. And, you know, we're really going to see what the numbers are going to look like on a more sustainable basis a year from now. So arguably the valuations are irrelevant. But it kind of strikes me that investors are starting to wake up and questioning the valuation that they've accorded these marijuana companies in Canada, especially as now a whole bunch of U.S. companies are listing up here in Canada. And so far, it appears that those U.S. companies that are listing up here in Canada have much lower valuations than the incumbent Canadian companies.
We'll stay on it. Andrew, thanks for your take as always.
You're welcome, John.
Andrew McCreath with the Morning Call.
Yeah, that's he said it right there. People are basically they're waking up and they're questioning the valuation of these marijuana stocks. Maybe it's time for me to wake up and start questioning the valuation. I mean, I can't really do anything about it. Can't pull my money now. Yeah. But I just hate being suckered. You know? And it's not that I'm being suckered, I'm just making the same mistakes over and over again. You know, because basically if I pulled out back in January, I would have double my money and I could have bought back right now and it would have been so good. So good. But I thought I got too greedy. See, that's the thing. You can never be too greedy. Because once you start getting greedy, your judgment, like just for anything, not for even for money, time, anything, you name it, you cannot be greedy, because when you're at that stage where you have like more than enough, you shouldn't risk that for a little bit more. It's not necessary, because the risk, every time you keep on risking it for that little bit more, that risk gets bigger and bigger and bigger, because because you have more to lose. You just gotta know when to give up. Ra Ara Dakete Panjara video. Today video swakete. Oh, it's rolla para kuman. Sorry about that. That was my brother. But you know, 30 minutes we've been recording for. I guess let's check out what's going on a popular Google Trends. Let's see what's happening there. You hear that truck? That's my neighbor. World Cup. Like, why is Taylor Swift or Kim Kardashian popular? Oh, that's just an example. I wanna see what's trending right now. Hot Hicks. Keeping up with Kardashian. Fuck off, man. Why is she everywhere? You know, I don't understand. Why can't people question the evaluation of Kim Kardashian? Does she have more value than, like, I don't understand, but people are able to question the valuation of pot stock. Fuck. Oh yeah, UFC 225, or I mean the new UFC in October. Conor McGregor versus Khabib. It's gonna be crazy. People can't wait. I don't give a shit. It's all bullshit by the end of the day. You like what you like, you know. I'm probably going to be watching it though. Top trending searches: Hurricane Irma. Trending people: Harvey Weinstein. Tommy Panted. 13 reasons. See, there's nothing like crazy going on. Let's see what's on YouTube. Oh my god, man. How long is he gonna be here for? It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm just gonna sit here and just listen to him. Come on. Christ. Cops fully loaded. Oh, let's see what's happening here.
The whole argument started over this wrinkle in the shirt. They both started arguing about a wrinkle in the shirt, so.
Ridiculous.
The gangster didn't hit him, nothing like that.
No, it's just, we were in the store, we were just fine. Like I said, we tried to get along for the babies.
Right.
Just for the baby. We were at the store and he says, why is there a wrinkle on his shirt? I was like, it's just a little wrinkle. No one's gonna see it. And he's like, well, I don't want my baby coming around like outside like that. I want him better looking. I want him to come out better, looking better than both of us.
Really?
I'm like, it's not a big deal. You sound like a girl. Please don't. Just stop. So we come into the car. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take you home. I don't want to argue with you. Nothing. I bring him home, and he keeps arguing. I stay quiet because I don't want to argue in front of my son. And I told him, I was like, you know what? Just please get out of my car. He's like, oh, what? What are you gonna do if I don't get out of my car? And I yelled at him, get out of my car.
Right.
He throws a gallon of Gatorade at me. Hits me on my shoulder. It didn't hurt, but it hits me on my shoulder and goes to the steering wheel. So then I threw it back. And I'm like, don't hit me with your Gatorade. And then he throws it back again. And this second time, he pulls his fist in my face. I'm like, are you going to hit me? Because if you hit me, you're never going to see your son again. And that's when he's just like, well, what are you going to do? You know,
Is this him over here?
yeah. And this is the second report. Because he has a lot of anger inside of him.
Okay.
So he always gets mad over little things like this, like I said.
Make sure he doesn't use that anger on you, okay?
Yeah, he always...
We're gonna talk to him real quick, okay? What was the argument about the baby?
I was kind of upset because she takes the time to get all ready and look good, but she can't take the time to make my kid look good, and I don't like that crap. I mean, the way I see
Kid don't look good?
Huh?
Your kid don't look good?
His shirt's all wrinkled. It's below standards, man. I was in the military, so I know, like, you gotta be pressed at all times, and if my kid can't be pressed at all times...
How old's your child?
My kid's a year old. I'm very, very picky about how my kid looks.
So a little wrinkle in a collar, you're gonna get upset? Are you kidding me?
I get a little upset.
Damn. How, like, that's insane. Like pepper spraying him? There's a drunk guy in a bar, and basically the cop is pepper spraying him, and the pepper spray didn't do anything. He still had his drink in his hand. Oh, he just poured his drink over him. He has a glass in his hand that he poured, the cup he poured him, the water or whatever he had to drink. They're still spraying him with pepper spray. He's not going down. This is insane. I mean, pepper spray doesn't really do anything to you, especially if you're drunk. This guy is doing some weird kung fu shit. Is he doing a blessing? Oh, he's washing his face. Oh my god. Okay, they just got him. They got him. Wow, this guy's crazy.
Watch your head, man. Chris, get a quick recap of how this whole thing transpired.
It was about a cigarette. I gave her the cigarette, and then I said, let me hit it, because she smoked it halfway down, and she kept flashing it in my face, teasing me with it. So she had it in my face real close. I grabbed it, and then but we were all laughing, playing, you know, all fun and games.
Been drinking tonight?
And I said, yeah, I laughed at her, you know, because I got it, and then she just snapped real quick, and then grabbed the mirror, smashed me in the face with it. The mirror right here. Now there's no mirror. There is no mirror now.
She pulled it off the window.
Yeah, I don't know. She must have some strength or something, but
It's just on
some strength. She must have some strength or something, but
So she hit me once?
smashed me in my face. No, she smashed me in my face. I jumped out. I pulled over, jumped out the car. Then she jumped out the car. I jumped back in and left her. Then I
Damn.
said, you know what? I can't do this. I came back. I said, I'm gonna go pick her up. I gotta leave her walking. So I came back. I seen her walk in. She flipped me off, and I said, just get back in the car. We got back in the car. Then she started talking all her crazy, and then she started kicking my window out. I said, oh, I got mad for a second, but I said, you know what, it's just a window. I can replace it. I pulled over our orbits. I said, you need to call the cops, and you need to have her arrested, because I ain't gonna call them. I don't know. I just can't do it.
What happened tonight?
He came back to get me to throw the cops at me here, so I'd go to jail and he'd have my house.
Okay. So that isn't really telling me why you're going to jail tonight.
No, I don't know why I'm going to jail tonight.
Stand right in front of my car, sir.
What the hell?
Champ, you got anything illegal on you? No. Turn and face the car? Yes, sir. Nothing illegal on you? No. You mind if I check? Yes, sir. Go ahead. You can check. You mean me? Yes, sir. I'm not going to check anybody else here. Yeah, check. Okay, you're extremely nervous, all right? Well, I'm scared. I haven't been pulled over like this before. You're not pulled over, sir. You're simply sitting in a parking lot. Okay. There's nothing but high crime.
Okay, so this guy, the police tell him to come out of his vehicle. He just runs up to the police car, puts his hands on the hood, and the police say, okay, you're going to check you. And he just has his hands on the hood, scared,
Straight honest with you.
shitless.
It's really weird to me. Why can't you get a hold of him at a normal hour? Jim, inserts?
I just got caught up in the prison zone really bad. That's all.
Yeah. You don't have anything up hiding up there? You sure?
Yeah.
You lift your lip up like this? I swear you got something up there, man. You're making all these movements with your mouth. Nothing, huh?
No.
Are you lying?
No.
A few moments later.
He's got it in his mouth.
Open your mouth.
Do not resist, sir.
Open your mouth.
Put your hand behind your back right now. Put your hand behind your back. Someone go to taser if they have to. We got him. Stop.
You were gonna get tased, sir.
Sir, you're going to get tased right now. Go to you stop resisting right now. Stop resisting. Spit it out. Spit it out. Spit it out.
What's in his mouth?
Does that hurt? You better stop it. Stop resisting now.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
He got rid of it, broke it up.
What does that have to do with
I just had a toothpick, and I'm not allowed to drink. So
selling mouthwash.
Mouthwash.
Yeah, I'll show you my bottle. I swear on my tax crime, I swear, officer, I'm looking you straight in the eye. I'll tell you right straight forward. I would not be rude to you, okay? I confessed, all right?
Wow, it's
Okay, you jumped out of the truck and ran inside, and when I asked,
I was straight. Baby, I just got out of 10 months.
Kimberly, stand right here in front of my car and stand still, please.
I don't know when people are lying. That's incredible. People are really good liars, huh? People can be really good liars. Well, like, not really good, but it's just, I don't know, it's just something that makes me want to believe them. Are bounty hunters above the law? I don't know. London knife point. Knife point moped knives caught. Thieves caught by Met Police. Apologies. Okay, wait. So apologies for video being so long, but I did not want to cut anything out so everyone could see how applying the current emergency service system. Calling the operator, though I cannot fail the response. This occurred on the ASDA car park in Just to add a little information, the moped seen here was recently stolen at knife point. They seem to be after a gray Jaguar SUV. Some are commenting on how they would describe the thief. That was purely a description. I intended to offend nobody with anything said or done in the video. For those who say we are bad for snitching, I could not care. People would rob innocent victims and still stab them afterwards. If you okay, whatever. It's a long ass video though. Where's the action? Oh, they got him. There it is. Road Rage U. Okay, you know what? Let's watch the Road Rage UK. That's a little better one. This is Lamborghini driving in London or wherever it is. Oh. Oh, Road Rage. That's a nice bus. Double decker. Well, that wasn't Road Rage. That wasn't Road Rage. The fuck? That was horrible Road Rage. This one's nice. Female edition. Oh my god. I hate road rages. I want to see some fights. Cops tased a man at LAX. Police intercept moped thieves in Manchester. 10-year-old boy gets restrained. What's this? 2018 Island Man. Ooh. So it's just motorcycles going really fast and people reacting to it. That's so dangerous, man. I don't understand. People do not understand that you cannot react when you're going that fast. The only reason they're able to go that fast is that road is, they somehow have a trust and faith that the road will be clear. That's fucked up. When you're going that fast, you cannot react. You're merely just riding along. It's a nice fight. So we got, in the blue corner, we got the Bass Rutten versus in the red corner, Yusuku Fuku. Yo, man. Get out of here. fucking thing just made me, my thing just froze. Baserton. It's a famous fight or something? I don't know why it was recommended. Come on, what is... Okay, I bet my money. I don't know this fight, but I can already tell the guy in the red underwear, he's a little bit scared. The guy, yeah. Ooh, let's go. Just got him. Got him down. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna get the Basiratin is gonna win. Cause there's like it just seems like a better fighter. Basiratin. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it's over. Oh. Grabbed onto the rope. That guy's really predictable, the guy in the red. He just did the same exact move he did earlier. He's got a nice, I don't know what that is, an arm bar? I think that's called an arm bar, isn't it? No, that's not called an arm bar. It's called a chokehold? It's a chokehold on the ground? I don't know. I need to learn these kind of MMA things. Oh, oh. Oh, what the... It's over. It's over? What is this? It's over. He just punched him in the stomach. Is this fake? What did he do? Did he kick him in the stomach or something? Oh, come on. You don't... What happened? I gotta see what happened. Oh, what happened? Okay. Okay, he's choking him out. Then what? Punch him in the stomach? Oh. What did he do? Oh, he knees him in the stomach. Oh, okay. And then just got him in the kidney. I don't know. Hit him in the side. You guys should watch that video. So Basiratin versus Yusuke Fun, 1994. What is this? 150 kilogram versus 60 kilogram. I don't need to watch that. Future of hypersonic flight. Sticky, stretchy, waterproof. The amazing underwater spider. We don't need to watch that either. I mean, best of Dawn. Okay, let's see this. Dawn Free. Pride. Oh, oh, oh.
開始直後から的確にパンチをヒットさせたドンフライ。
It's a big guy, man. It's basically, I'm watching an obese person fight an athlete. That obese person's pretty athletic too. It tripped his ass. I don't understand what's with Japanese and these weird ass fights they like to hold. It's over. The best of Don Frey, Pride, UFC. Don Frey? What the? Just fell out. Got him. Oh, it's over. It's over. Oh, damn, damn, look at him go. Damn. That was a crazy punch. It's a crazy punch up. Warakata. Tomogarigacho. It's a crazy peeper. Oh shit.
There's the flying knee. Gunn traps the leg. And Gilbert trying to spin out. Goldman on the ground. Gunn shooting in high.
Damn, Don just messing that up. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. That's crazy. Starting an old Leo Marshall. Stop a douchebag, the big car of a little man. So if people don't know that I'm watching the Stop a Douchebag movement in Russia, where they do this stuff to people, they like douchebags and, you know, douchebags in, what is it called, in Russia. That is kind of an asshole. Why doesn't nobody ever say anything to them? Like, they just park wherever they want. I just hate this freaking entitlement Russians seem to have. He's still on his fucking phone. See, like, fuck that guy, man. He's driving a Maybach and he thinks he's fucking big. Probably got it from fucking piece of shit oligarch dad. Don't. On what ground?
Я руководитель этого рейда. Отлично, вы руководитель. Я руководитель. У меня машина. Да? Давайте выставляйте тогда знак аварийной остановки. Я включил аварийную сигнализацию. Это ничего не значит, к сожалению. Но если вы знаете правила, вы должны выставить знак аварийной остановки, верно? Его нет. Значит, что дальше? Не, на крышу мы поставим. Не-не-не, дальше поставим стикер.
So what's next? You guys should watch this video on Stop a Douchebag. Big car of a little man. They're basically, the guy is saying that his car broke down and he can't move his car. And this guy's explained to him it doesn't matter, he's got to move it, he's got to tow his car, he's got to get rid of it.
За что? За то, что вы вырвали наклейку у меня и толкнули? Так если вы ее заведете, я извини, как я
If
могу...
you started, I'll
Я же не какой-то фанатик. Я не вышел вредить людям.
I didn't come to harm people, I'm trying to work it out.
Вы вообще просто никто.
You're just nobody.
Все, вы довольны? Я абсолютно.
So he does have a triangle.
Ну, поставьте его. Мы никому не снимаем. Гражданская позиция у вас?
Да.
Сходите в хоспис. Знаешь такой хоспис? Все, теперь хоспис. Что, простите? А вы попробуйте, если вы мужчина. Да? Не вопрос, давайте.
Now they're getting into an argument.
Я спокоен, вы меня послали, как самое последнее быдло посреди дня. Я вам плохого не сказал. Вся страна увидит, кто быдло. Вы его сейчас сложили и обратно поставили. Наклеить. Держи. Ваша машина сломалась. Наклейка. Вызывайте, конечно. Вызывайте. Я сказал вызывать. Да, мне не надо. Наклейка, пожалуйста. На меня не надо ее клеить. Мы подходим и просим, уважаемый, за эту неделю вы первый, кто агрессивно начал себя вести. Первый из 1000 человек, который проявил себя неадекватно.
Yeah, they're right, man. They say you cannot fucking park like that. It just pisses me off. He's driving his fucking Mercedes that he got it through his fucking mafia buddies. And thinks he's top shit. Fuck those people, man. Fucking hate people like that. Don't think that the law applies to them. Well, anyways, why don't we just end it off on that note? Yeah, fuck those people that think the law is, you're above the law. No, if you're above the law, you gotta do it in a way where others can't say anything. Or you doing stupid, obvious shit like that, people are gonna fuck you up. If you act like a bitch, you're gonna get fucked like a bitch. Well, anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and you've enjoyed this podcast. Let me know what I missed or what I should add to my next video, and you know the usual. Hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube's, my other channel. That's right, just hit it up. Well, anyways, have a wonderful day, people.